Hello, everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Well, today is Saturday, the 11th of March, 2023, and we are marching towards the middle of March. It's only another few days away, and yeah, it is what it is. Now, we're supposed to be getting snow this afternoon. I know further to the west there's snow, like Regina and Brandon areas are getting snow. Now, we're a little bit further north, so we may just be on the edge, but they are calling for 2 to 4 centimeters. Whether or not we'll get that, I don't know. I'm hoping not. So I am working here on, this is Winter Lady, okay, and I am working here on all wherever you see the orange here, on the dress part, I'm working here with PV 27, which is from Petite Treasure Braid. So I am working on this, and it's coming along pretty good. Tomorrow I think the one I'm going to start tomorrow is it's another new one. I haven't worked on it yet. Just a minute here, maybe if I can reach it. Just a minute here. Oh my gosh. No, I can't reach it. It's too far away. Too far away. So, yep. So, okay. But it's one of my ladies that I had custom done. And so yeah. So I'm looking forward to starting that. And then a week tomorrow, I believe that's when I will be working on Victoria Wharf. So yeah. Now I know one of you had ordered it and you received a counted instead of a printed, and she tried to get in touch with the company, or she sent them a message, but they were just like, nope, not going to do anything. It's basically, if you weren't looking, then that's on you, and we're not doing anything. We're not going to even work with you. And, I can understand their point, right? However, I do know that for a while there were a lot of these companies that did not clearly state that if it was counted or printed. It was only when you went and looked at the fine print and that it had that. And that's why I suggest, like, if you have any kind of, especially if you're going to invest in something like that, check it out. Go in the description box or in the specifications and really read, because they will say on there, cloth is not printed or some such thing, right? It's like a lot of companies there that you put in stamped cross stitch or printed cross stitch. And you'll get diamond paintings coming up. Like, diamond paintings and cross stitch are two different crafts. And they should not be lumped in together. It should be that you put in diamond painting or you put in cross stitch. And when you put one or the other, that's what you get. And, you know, it's, no, I have a big beef with that. So, but really read, take the extra minute, you know, don't just click to buy, go in there and make sure you look. And it's basically, it's once you buy it, that's it, right? So yes, indeed, I did order my my new bike, and it's supposed to be here by next Friday, so it could be Thursday, whatever. And then, of course, I will need it that John will have to come and put it together for me, because I don't know how much, you know, maybe it's together and it's just folded up, you know. I don't know how it will come. Will it come assembled or unassembled? I don't know. So she's pink. So I was asking if you all had a name for my bike, because I like to name my vehicles. Like my car is Susie because she's a Suzuki. So, you know, somebody was saying Pink Lady. It's a little bit long name for me. Trixie for tricycle. You know, Pinky. There was also Pixie. So, or Pinksy. No, Pinksy doesn't sound right. I don't know, I could call her Sarah. But I want it something that is, you know. So I haven't decided yet. So I don't know yet if I'm kind of going between Pinky and Trixie. But if somebody has another name, could call her Rose. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Calling her just a bike is just so impersonal. Yeah. So I wanna call her something, but I don't know what yet. I don't know yet. I thought she had a front basket too, but she doesn't. But she's got the basket on the back, which is good. But I did go and walk down to the Autopack office, and of course I cried a bit, was angry a bit, which is understandable, right? You know, And then I walked home, and it really didn't take me long. I was there and back within 45 minutes. So, but boy, my left hip was sore. Oh. See, in 1998, I was leaving after a night shift after working as a nurse. And I went walking outside. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, so it was still dark outside. It was February. And a light snow had fallen. And there was a little light there that was shining down, but it didn't quite, and we know when we get to the end of our shift, we just want to get home, right? So I walked out, and my left foot slipped on this big honking piece of ice. And I flew up, and I crashed down, and I moved my pelvis out of the way at my SI joint, which holds 2 plates of the pelvis, and there's a big ligament there holding them together. And when I fell, it was like, it went like this. So it slipped under, and I didn't even know it. I just thought, okay, I didn't break anything, and I got up and went home, and, but I was sore, and I was getting more sore and everything. So anyways, that was part of the nature of my disability. And so anyways, I now have pelvic pain and left hip pain, and it's very sore. Yesterday I was just I could hardly even stand or walk or anything else. But I did, of course. I'm not going to have something like that keep me down. It's not easy. It's painful. But I just, yeah. So then, of course, I had to give up my nursing, and I went and I got my Class 1 license and went driving. And I know I've heard it from a lot of people. How could you sit there and drive? Isn't that hard on it? Well, in a big truck, you've got air ride. And you also got an air ride seat. So you don't feel it, right? You don't feel the jar, where it's really jarring. And it was actually easier to do that. It was actually to sit in the big truck than it was to sit in my car. And, but lately it's been that my hip's been really sore, really, really sore. So, but the thing is that, I try to get up and do things and that, because the worst thing you can do with arthritis is do nothing, right? You don't sit there or lay in bed or whatever and think that it's going to go away and expect to get up and everything's going to go, right? It's just like any kind of motor or joint or whatever, hinge, right? If you don't use it, it seizes up, and it becomes harder and harder and harder each time. And I know I heard from a lot of you there that, yes, we all have, you know, somebody else needs a hip replacement and knee replacements and, you know, other things. I am not, let me say this. I don't blame you when it is that you have to, say you've had surgery and you need time to recover, and you've had an injury and you need time to recover. That's fine. What gets me are the people who can still do things. I don't care what the limits of it are. But when you don't even do anything, you know, like, to me, that's just like a bag of rocks, right? You might as well just be a sack of rocks. And that, because you're taking up space and you're taking up resources and everything else, because you're so unwilling to do things for yourself. You know, I know that sounds crass. I understand that. That sounds really crass. I don't mean it that way. Okay? But I've known a few people in my life who just will not help themselves. Will not. I'm not talking about the people who can't. You know, like you have somebody who is just supposing lost their legs, and you're asking them to run to the corner and back. Well, of course they're not going to do that. All right? They may get prosthetics, and they may be able to walk it. But what gets me are those that do absolutely nothing and who complain constantly about, you know, that they'll complain, you know, and I'm sorry. If that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but that's the way that it is. So, I noticed yesterday on Facebook, this is on the thing when Facebook sends you things, and they were saying there that the movie Left Behind, The Rise of the Antichrist, I think is what it is, with Kevin Sorbo, is supposed to be on Amazon Prime. Well, it must be on Amazon Prime in the U.S., because it's certainly not here. I haven't come across it. So, I know, I was excited. I was thinking, oh, yeah, I want to watch this. Nope. Nope. But I do want to watch it. So this morning I've been up since around 3. Miss Twinkle Toes decided that 3 o'clock was a good time to wake me up. And so I put her out. I went back to bed. I closed the door. Sydney was scratching at the door. So I let him in. Then he was scratching to get out the door. And then I left the door wide open. And then I got back into bed and I kind of dozed on simmer for, and then I got out of bed. I think it was like 4:45 or something like that. So yeah, I'm tired, but still, I was up. I got my dishes mostly done. I decided to take one of the blankets off the bed and I washed it. So I may try and get another one of the comforters off the bed and wash that. I'll see. And that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having, what am I going to call her? Trixie? Trixie? Pinky? Trixie? Trixie. I think I'll call her Trixie. What do you think, Trixie? What do you think? Is that a good name, Trixie? I'm thinking it's pretty good because she is like a tricycle. And she comes with a bell. Ding, ding, ding. But I thought she had a basket on the front, but she doesn't. But I can always get a basket for the front. You know, so I can put my water there and that. So I went to pay for it, and I was going to pay for it in like 6 payments. And you can apply for it. And so I went and put in my information. And they said, we cannot find your place of residence. So then I tried it a different way. We cannot find your place of residence. This does not exist. I've lived here for a year and a half, almost. And I know there's a lot of people who've lived here a lot longer, and we all know that Eriksdale exists. And I don't understand. Now, it's not Amazon. It is a financing that is affiliated with Amazon. And I can't remember the name of it. And, but it's, yeah. So then I had to scrap that idea. Because I could not find it yesterday where to contact them. To say, wait a minute, you know, we live here, you know. I live in a house on this road, in this town, in this area. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't make much sense. So what are you guys watching today? Anything exciting? I don't know. I know I'm going to watch Priscilla and Chelsea here right away. And I have some dishes to do and clothes to hang up and that. And I'm looking at probably laying down for a nap. Just enough to just kind of you know, get me through. And that. I'm going to have a shower later. And that. We had the Stations of the Cross yesterday, and there were 7 of us, I believe. It's either 6 of us or 7 of us. Yeah, 7 of us. Right? Yeah, 7 of us. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it was really nice. It was really nice. Only took about a half an hour. Oh, I was in a lot of pain though, standing there. Oh, I couldn't stand, I couldn't sit, and it was extremely uncomfortable. So when I came home, I took some more Tylenol, and within about a half an hour, 45 minutes, I was starting to feel better. So, yeah. So, yeah, looking forward to starting a new project tomorrow. Oh, please remember that tomorrow I am doing the live through the Stitching in the Interlake Facebook group. And that's at 12:30. Remember to put your clocks ahead 1 hour if that's what you do. Okay. Oh, we're hoping that this is going to be the last time that we're going to have to do this. So many people are fed up with it. And that. Were any of you impacted by those bank, the various banks that folded yesterday? And, yeah, that was quite the thing. Quite the thing. The Silicon Valley Bank there. It's closed now. And there were a couple of others, I believe. And this is just the start, I believe. Because they want to bring in this digital currency, right? And the digital currency is such that there is no cash money anymore. It's all with a card. Okay. So you have to either do it that you have an Interact, or it is that you do a digital transfer or e-transfer, whatever it's called. Yep. Because the government wants to keep track of every cent that you spend. So that means like going to yard sales that you have to do e-transfers for. There's going to be no more. They're trying to make it a cashless society, right? I know, like 30 years ago, this was just, no, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Well, look at how many transactions that you do by Interact. How many that you know, is done electronically. How many things do you receive? Like, for me, I get my government pension and that's all done electronically. And every time I go somewhere, I use my Interact. And, you know, I just find it easier because otherwise I have to go to the, what if I need more money than what I've got? And, you know, and I know it's a way to curb your spending, but because if you have to physically hand over physical cash, you know, like if all you have is $20, then you're not going to be spending $25. You're just going to be spending the $20. Right? So, yeah. So, yeah, but otherwise that's it. I'm hoping this video loads faster today. Oh, yeah, so back there to my live. So tomorrow at 12:30, daylight savings time. Okay. So that's the same time as Texas. And, you know, I will be on, and I will be there for 15 minutes from 12:30 to 12:45. If there is no one, if no one can get on, okay, or I start getting messages, I don't know how to do this, I can't get on, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, I can't really help you. I know I have trouble getting on. So, anyways, it will, then what I will do is I will go over to YouTube Live. Okay. If Teams would have had it, that it was longer than an hour. Or if Zoom would have had it longer than 45 minutes. Like, what's 45 minutes, really? You know, again, it's about all the money, right? Yes, they should make money, but, you know, like there's a lot of companies that have Zoom meetings that go on for hours. Well, yeah, you guys pay for it. But, you know, those of us who are just small people, like, we just, I can't afford whatever it is, they're $20 a month. Or $25 a month, whatever it is. I can't afford that. So it would be great, but yep, not good. So, okay, well, I guess that's it. So, if you're just joining me, thank you so very much for choosing my channel to watch. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I love reading your comments. And I know that for some people, I've ruffled feathers, and I'm sorry about that. You may not agree with me. You may think I'm I have cheese for brain or something. I don't know. Vegan cheese, of course. And I got you on that. But we can all agree to disagree, right? We may not all agree with the same thing, but it would be a sad case if we all did, right? How sad the world would be. There would be nothing to discuss, right? So anyway, I'm just going to continue here. So my Facebook page, my Facebook page is Stitching in the Interlake. My email address is stitchingintheinterlake, all one word, @gmail.com. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe, comment. And so, and I welcome any kind of cross, okay? Just because I do cross stitch and knitting and crochet, diamond painting, kind of, sort of. I kind of did that. I do have some, but I just like to work on the little things. I'd rather spend my time stitching. So I guess that's it. So I hope to see you tomorrow at 12:30. And, so may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you. And so do I. And so does Lilybell and Sydney. And Jonah is up in the cat condo. And everybody's sleeping except moi. Which I hope to rectify in the next little bit. So just a short snooze, I'd be happy with that. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for dying on the cross for me so that my sins may be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day. Blessings to all of you. You know how much I love all of you. Even if we disagree, I still love all of you. And thank you for being there and being so supportive. All right, everybody. Toodaloodles, everybody.